But it actually gets worse because Vogtle was not the only two AP1000s that were being built at the same time back during the 2010 decade. Westinghouse was also building two same size 1.1 gigawatt AP1000s for the South Carolina utility, about 100 miles away, right? So they were building 4 of these units for the first time simultaneously, right?
Wow.
And, I think there was a failure of due diligence all the way around, including by the sponsors, the utility sponsors, as well as the regulators, that no one put their hand up and said, hey, maybe this is, a little beyond them, right? And they're taking on too much, both operationally and financially. And, then you had the NRC also kind of changing the rules of the game as they went along. So, right before they were about to go to a final investment decision and construction start, the NRC came out and said, well, we need to change the plans because we have to make sure that the reactor shell is impervious to a commercial airstrike. And that was more than 8 years after 9/11, right? So you still have that same process of changing the rules of the game by the regulator as you go along. So that delayed it another 3 years at the front end. And then Westinghouse filed for bankruptcy because obviously they were stretched too thin, right? Yeah. And that was in the middle of construction, which is always problematic, so the cost skyrocketed and the timeline doubled, basically, right? And then you had COVID at the back end, which disrupted the construction process for the last couple of years, right?